What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be first down, Saints.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you? I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Time to step aside. Back with more after this. 9 yards to go. It's third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Cousins from the gun on third. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
On fourth down, they do snap it to Cousins. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Flacco to throw again on second down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. He finds Beckham complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. I like that one, partner. They go.
Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
It's complete to Chris Conley. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. 2nd down following the incompletion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Green with a catch left side. 13 yards down to the 13. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
All right, here we go.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Donald Butler.
Boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really difficult decision to make. And this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great pick regardless. And this team does have a lot of needs, but this guy is a legitimate star, and he'll make everyone around him better. And that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely. So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to cover as many areas of the field as possible? These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team, because if you pass on certain positions, there's no guarantee you're going to see them again. Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some help up front? Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? Boy, you can't go wrong with anybody out of this group. Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. The Panthers have been represented once already in this draft. Is a second about to come off here? And there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round. Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that. And I think that pick comes to the surprise of nobody. You had to figure they leaned that way if a player from that team became available.